This is pretty cool if it ever comes to Xbox in terms of upgrading achievements, plus some other things that I think would help the Xbox experience. So as we know, achievements on Xbox have essentially been the same now for a very long time. I don't have any major issues with the achievement system. I wouldn't be against some sort of upgrade to add more features to it, but overall, I don't think there's really anything inherently wrong with it, but it would be cool at some point to get some sort of achievement for either completing all the achievements or a better way to rank your achievements that you've accomplished throughout all the games that you have played. Something that I think a lot of people have been asking for, and we haven't seen really any updates to it yet. And Microsoft, they have this hackathon event that they have every single year, and there was a really cool pitch for the achievement system that I'm hoping Xbox is going to take a look at, potentially consider implementing this into the ecosystem. So in November, Microsoft has their annual hackathon event where groups of developers, designers, and innovators come together from across Microsoft to compete and invent new potential products and services within and adjacent to the Microsoft ecosystem. There were 10,000 inventions that came out of this, so I'm sure they take a look at a lot of these projects, either use the entire thing for future work with the Microsoft and with Xbox, or even the entire project going forward. Now, the stuff we're going to talk about here didn't win any of the prizes, and they're specifically focused on the Xbox stuff, but I think a lot of this stuff needs to happen at some points. First of all, there's a project here that is creating a Windows handheld mode, something that absolutely is needed right now. From my personal experience, I have the Steam Deck. I love the Steam Deck and I love playing Game Pass on the Steam Deck, but what I have to do is I use Windows 11 on it, and using the touch controls and like the trackpads on the Steam Deck itself, it's pretty hard to navigate. It isn't very intuitive. It's the desktop mode, but I would love Xbox, Microsoft, come out and make a handheld mode for Windows for all of these devices. Because I don't believe Xbox is going to make their own handheld device. I don't think that's something in the cards. I don't think they want to get into more hardware. They're all about their software now. They're all about pushing that ecosystem, cloud gaming. They don't care where you play. They'll go out and they'll license a ton of different companies to make license for Xbox products as long as Game Pass is on there and people are entering the ecosystem. That's why I don't think they're going to go out there and make their own first-party handheld, but develop a handheld mode for these products that you can download and install, because I think that would be huge, and I think it would also help getting people into the ecosystem. It's hard for me to recommend using Game Pass on Steam Deck right now, although I do use it just because it's just not fun to use via the desktop mode on Steam Deck. There's another thing that was recommended here, which is Microsoft's points for watching live streams on Xbox while integrating Twitch or Patreon. Would be cool. I mean, any rewards that you can continue to build up. It's a great program, the Microsoft Rewards program. I have tons of points. You get free months of Game Pass, you get gift cards, all these types of things that you can redeem these points for. And if they give more options to earn these points, everyone will be for that. Another idea included an Xbox inventory system, which would allow you to collect and carry cosmetic in-game items between titles. Now this, very interested in how this is going to work, and if this is something that they integrated some sort of blockchain technology to pitch it, because I know that's the big thing right now in the gaming industry, that there's a lot of pushback. Again, nobody wants NFTs. Nobody wants you to have these exclusive NFT items that you can sell on the blockchain marketplace or whatever. However, these companies are going to go out doing this, because you could implement all of the stuff without having blockchain and NFTs involved. So if this is like a system where you purchase cosmetic items that you can sell to other players on the Xbox store or whatever, and it doesn't involve blockchain, or you can take it to other titles, I think that would be a really cool thing to look at. Because at the end of the day, how many cosmetic and DLC stuff that do people buy that just sit there, and they don't use very often, or they don't use more than once, and it's almost sometimes just a big waste of money. And if you could somehow take that, even if it's just carrying it over to another game, I think that would be a really cool thing to add in. And then finally, the big thing here, the thing that I thought was the absolute coolest thing that this article also focuses on the most, is the Xbox Achievements 3.0. Like I said, this is something that I think a lot of people have been wanting an upgrade for a while. There doesn't seemingly seem to be any talk or any news or rumors around that this happening, which it would be Xbox Achievements 3.0. But these people here put out this video, and it shows off the achievements that they've redesigned. It's more like medals, where you actually get achievements for just doing stuff within the Xbox ecosystem. You can see here, gold medal achievement, you played 100 games from Game Pass. So this isn't even anything related to Halo Infinite, which is what they're playing here. It's just overall playing 100 games from Game Pass. You get a gold medal or whatever. There'll be a silver medal and a bronze medal, all that type of stuff. I think that's really cool. I think that's something that would be awesome to implement. And then on top of that, goes even further here and shows how these are tracked via a user interface, showing all the gold, silver medals, all type of stuff that you have, and you're going to be able to see that on everybody's profile. Achievements 3.0 with the medal system would work with your existing gamer score, upgrading that with in-game stuff, and then, like I said, across the system level stuff with system level accomplishment. One thing I do like about Xbox since the beginning of this generation is that they have continued to work on those quality of life features, starting with all the backwards compatibility features that actually went back to the Xbox One X, but like auto HDR and the new FPS boost stuff that they've added, and then the clarity boost in terms of streaming with Xbox Cloud Gaming. You have quick resume, you have the smart delivery, all of these things making the experience on Xbox, in my opinion, the best console experience out there from a user's perspective. I really don't even think it's close. Even when I've been playing God of War Ragnarok, the thing that has been most annoying for me is every time I load up my PS5, you actually have to load up God of War. Sometimes it stays in that area if you put it into sleep mode, but there's been multiple times playing through the game where I actually have to reload the game. Just doesn't have that quick resume functionality that Xbox has, and that's a big difference that not a lot of people talk about. And Xbox, they stopped the backwards compatibility program. They haven't really added any more new quality of life features, but I would love to see them continuing to look at this type of stuff before the end of this generation, so that by the time the next generation comes out, if they're going to add in and revamp things like achievements, they are going to be at their best place for the next upcoming console, while we see how good they work now on the Series X and S, and they continue to iterate and make it better. But that's it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you want to see an upgrade to the achievement system? What do you think about the other things that were pitched here? What would you like to see the most? I'd love to hear, just in general, what would you like to see added to Xbox that isn't currently there? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, you liked what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.